Hello rail fans, and welcome to another French Fried Trains Minecraft locomotive tutorial. Today, we're going to be building this BNSF ES44C4. This is essentially the BNSF version of the ES44AC. The main difference being that on their versions, the center axle on each truck is unpowered, hence the different designation. These ones were built to meet Tier 2 and later Tier 3 environmental standards. We already did the Tier 4 ET44AC in our last locomotive video, so this will be yet another GEVO we haven't built yet, with yet another different radiator design on the back. So let's welcome the challenge and get right into it. So as usual, I'll be building it on the front of the train I already have here, and our first step is going to be to take out a dark oak stair for the coupler and get that connected up. Underneath that, we're going to put a dark oak fence gate for an air hose, and then we're going to come up on the sides here, delete the fence gate on either side, and replace them with fences extended out to connect up to be your connected air hoses and cables. Then we're going to take polished black stone stairs on the next block down behind it, 3 of them facing this way. On the outsides of those, we're going to put upside down stairs facing outward on each side. Then a polished black stone block in the middle, and 2 forward-facing upside-down stairs on either side of that. Then on top, put a temporary block on the side, and 3 upside-down forward-facing oak stairs in the middle. Delete your temporary block. Come around behind it with polished black stone block and make this T-shaped pattern. Then put an end rod on bottom on each side above the rails. Behind that, back to polished black stone block, and we need to make a 5 by 3 here. So 5 wide and 3 tall. Then we're going to swing around in this gap with smooth quartz slabs to be the stairs, and put 3 of them coming up in that gap on the bottom hitboxes of all 3 blocks. Same thing on this side. 3 slabs coming up. Now we'll do our wheels, so get a block of netherite, skip 1 block back behind this. Netherite on each rail with an end rod axle. Then switch to stone brick stairs, and we need to make an upside down back-to-back T-shaped pattern that's coming 5 across the rails. Then our next set of wheels, so netherite on each rail again with an end rod axle. Then back to stone brick stairs and another upside down back-to-back T-shaped pattern that comes 5 across the rails. Then the last set of wheels for this truck, so netherite on each rail again with an end rod axle. Then take a dark oak fence gate, open them into the ends of the wheels here, come around, stand on this, and open them into the ends of the wheels on this end. Then we're going to switch back to a polished black stone block, and we're going to fill in this top middle 3 coming down the truck here. Bring it down to the end, above those fence gates, and 1 more row of 3 past that. Then come around under this end one, and we're going to put a row of 3 stone brick blocks. Then we're going to switch to stone brick stairs, upside down facing outward, and we're having them come down in a line that's 15 blocks long in total. Once you've come 15 blocks down, put 3 stone bricks across this end. Then back to stone brick stairs, upside down facing outward on this side, in a line of 15, coming forward to connect up with the other stone brick block and finish framing in the bottom of the fuel tank here. Once that's done, we're going to switch back to polished black stone block on top here and start filling in this top middle 3 coming down the length of the fuel tank. Keep bringing it down. And for now, we're going to stop right at the end of the fuel tank here. Now we'll do the truck on this end, so get a block of netherite and skip 1 block back from the fuel tank. Netherite on each rail with an end rod axle. Then stone brick stairs, upside down, and a back-to-back T-shaped pattern that comes 5 blocks across the rails. Then the next set of wheels, so netherite on each rail again, and an end rod axle. Back to stone brick stairs, and another upside down back-to-back T-shaped pattern that comes 5 across the rails. So 5 there and 5 this way. Then our final set of wheels, so netherite on each rail again with an end rod axle. Then take out a dark oak fence gate, open them into the ends of the wheels here. Come over here and open them into the ends of the wheels here. This represents your sanders and air hoses. Then we'll swing around on top of this with polished black stone block and keep filling in this middle 3 coming down above this truck here. Come out and stop above those fence gates. In front of that, we need to make a 5x3 of polished black stone blocks, so 5 wide and 3 tall. In front of that, we'll make this T-shaped pattern, and we'll put an end rod on bottom above each rail. Then polish black stone stairs, 3 of them facing this way on bottom, then upside down stairs facing outward on each side. Then a polished black stone block in the middle and 2 upside down stairs facing forward on either side. Finally, 3 upside down oak stairs in the middle there. Then we take out a dark oak stair for the coupler and get it stacked up to that second block. Delete the ones you use for placement. Underneath it, a dark oak fence gate for an air hose, and then to either side, we open a dark oak fence gate into the plow. Then we're going to take smooth quartz slabs, 3 of them coming up in that gap on the bottom hit boxes. Same thing on this side. Those represent the stairs to get on the locomotive. Now we're going to come on the sides here with a stone brick slab. And above the truck on the side, we're going to run a row of slabs from the front wheel to above the back wheel. Same thing here, a row of slabs from the front wheel to the back wheel. Then we'll do the other side, so a row of slabs here. And finally, a row of slabs on this side of the truck. Then we're going to take out a grindstone, and we're going to come on the side underneath. And everywhere there's a wheel, we're going to hang an upside down grindstone in front of the wheel. So 3 upside down grindstones here. Then we'll come over and do the other side. So an upside down grindstone in front of all 3 of these wheels. And 1 more corner to go. 3 on this truck. Now we decide which end's the front of the locomotive. My front's going to face the void, making this the engineer side. So we're going to come on the engineer side on the top of the fuel tank here with a stone brick block. We come on the front top of the fuel tank and make a row of 4 blocks. Then on the back of the fuel tank, 2 blocks. Then we switch to anvils and make a row of 4 anvils coming from the back, 4 coming from the front for the air tanks. Put a crimson button in the middle and a crimson button on the front of the fuel tank. This side's easier. We just make a full row of stone brick blocks coming down the length of the fuel tank. Then we come up to the front, a crimson button on front, skip a block, and another button. Right in front of it, we hang a bell. Then switch to chains, put chains up in these corners, a chain in between this fuel tank here, come down behind the fuel tank, chains in both of these gaps, and chains in both of these corners. Then we're going to come on top here on the 3rd block up, and we're going to start filling it in with polished black stone block, 5 blocks across and going to the other end of the locomotive. Now we're going to take out an oak sign, and starting in that corner next to the steps, start putting a blank oak sign coming down the side with a block of space in between each one. And we're going to do that all down the length of the locomotive on both sides. Now we'll work on top of the locomotive, and instead of using yellow concrete or yellow wool like I see a lot of people do, I thought of a way to give the stripes more detail. We're going to use bee nests. So come on the outside edges, 1 block behind the stairs, and place them this way, because we have to hide the entrances, so we only see the stripes. Turn this way and place 2 on the front. Then come over here, turn this way, and put 2 here with a gap on the side for a door. So this way we only see the stripes and none of the holes. Above this, we're going to put orange concrete. Then on the top middle, a block of glowstone. Then we're going to take polished blackstone stairs on either side of the glowstone and face them outward like that. Behind that, 3 polished blackstone blocks. Then an orange concrete above that beehive and above this one. Then we'll turn this way and forward-facing polished blackstone stairs on either side. Then we're going to take out black carpet here and put black carpet on those 2 front corners, and then a T-shaped black carpet above the nose here. Then we'll switch back to the bee's nest, and we want to turn this way so that we don't see the holes for the bee entrances. Make a line of 4 bees nests on bottom. Same thing on this side, a line of 4. Then we're going to go ahead and switch back to our orange concrete. And we make a line of 4 orange concrete on top on either side here. Then orange concrete in the front and the back. Fill these gaps with polished blackstone for the locomotive number. Then take out light blue stained glass block, 2 with an orange concrete in the middle and 2 on the other side. Light blue stained glass panes, 2 of them for each side window. Then orange concrete behind those. Then we'll come on top of the windows here and fill in the middle 3 with orange concrete, and then extend the middle 3 of the roof of the cab to the back of the cab here. On the sides, outward facing smooth red sandstone stairs in a line of 4. Same thing on this side. Now come behind the cab on top here, and in the middle we're going to make a line of 9 polished blackstone blocks coming down. Now this dynamic brake section is asymmetrical, so on the conductor side it goes 2 polished blackstone, sideways blast furnace, 2 polished blackstone, sideways blast furnace, 2 polished blackstone, and a bedrock. Then we're going to close a trap door over the side of that single bedrock piece. Now we're going to go and do the other side, and it's slightly different. This dynamic brake section on this locomotive is asymmetrical from side to side. So on this side it's 1 blackstone, 1 sideways blast furnace, blackstone, sideways blast furnace, blackstone, sideways blast furnace. Then on the very end there's 2 bedrock with a blackstone in between. Now we'll come in and fill in the bottom of this section here. So we're going to take out our bee nests again, 1 block in from the side. Start at the cab and bring them back to the back of the section we're working on, like that. Make sure they're sideways so you don't see any of the bee entrances. Same thing here, a row of bee nests coming down. Then above those, we put a row of orange concrete, 2 high on this side. Then, above that concrete, another row of sideways bee nests. On this side, it's a little different because we have to have a door, so just 1 orange concrete to begin, and then the rest of them are 2 high. Bring that down to the end. And then sideways beehives, but still leaving that 1 block gap for a door on this side, and bring that down to the end. On this side, in front of the door, we put 1 sideways bee nest with an orange concrete above it. Then we have to turn towards the back so we don't see any of the entrances, and we're going to put a line on bottom here of another 6 bees nests coming down. Now we're going to come around on the other side and work on the big box that's on the conductor side. So we'll come on this side, turn towards the back again, so we only see the stripes, and put a line of bees nests coming down. That's 7 blocks long in total. Then, once you have 7 blocks, we're going to make 2 rows of orange concrete coming down to the end of that. Then we're going to come down under the cab on this side, under the first side window, and down in the beehives, knock out 1 block and put a sideways observer. Then we're going to come around on the engineer side here, 1 block backwards from the door, knock out the 2 orange concrete, and we're going to put a column of 2 orange shulker boxes sideways right there. Now we're going to come down to the rear of the locomotive, and starting in the middle, 2 blocks from the end, place a beehive that's facing this way, and then 2 on the outside kitty corner. Then stack 2 rows of orange concrete on top of those. On top of that, another row of bee nests. Then coming off the side here, we're going to put a line of 5 bedrock coming forward. Same thing off this one. A line of 5 bedrock. Then, in the middle here, we're going to switch to polished blackstone and fill the middle in with polished blackstone. Then in front of that, a row of 3 polished blackstone, then 2 bedrock in the middle, and then surround that bedrock with polished blackstone. There's 2 little fans up there in front of the radiator fans. Then we'll put a polished blackstone on that back middle top, and then on the sides of these bedrocks, we're going to put a line of polished blackstone blocks coming forward. Same thing on the other side. On the side of the bedrock, polished blackstone blocks. Then for this section, we're going to switch to polished blackstone stairs and have a line of them right side up facing outward on either side like this. Then on the back here, 2 polished blackstone on either side on the very end like that. Then we're going to take out a polished blackstone slab and we're going to run it right up the middle of these 2 vents. And then we'll surround this front vent with polished blackstone slabs. And then starting here, we'll run them down the sides and fill in that back. Same thing over here, fill in the back and down the sides. And I'm not liking how the bedrock looks. These are more of like a grid radiator, so I'm going to fill these with nether brick slabs. And it still doesn't quite look right to me. This is the first time I've done this style of radiator. I'm going to knock out the slabs on the outside edges here, so just the middle's raised up. Same thing on this side, knock out these slabs on top. Sorry about that. Well, that's looking a little more like it here. Come underneath this, starting on the second block in, and upside down red sandstone stairs coming to the front of that block section. Then skip a block and red sandstone slabs, 2 of them. Same thing on this side. So starting in front of that second block, a row of 5 upside down stairs, skip a block, and 2 slabs. Now we're going to swing around underneath here with an orange concrete block. And coming off those 2 beehives on each side, put a row of orange concrete coming forward, and we're going to bring it forward, stopping 1 block before the end. Now we're going to come around on bottom underneath this on this side, and we're going to work on the lower vents. We're going to come in the very middle and make a row of 7 bedrock coming forward. And then we're going to go ahead and stack it up 2 more, so this whole middle is filled in with a line of 7 bedrock coming down. Then we're going to come in this back corner and make a column of 3 iron bars. Then we're going to take a bee nest, spin and place it that way. Then a black stone brick wall goes above the bee nest. Then orange concrete above that. Then another column of 3 iron bars, and same thing, spin around this way, place a bee nest, a black stone brick wall above that, and orange concrete above that. Then another set of 3 iron bars, same thing, turn this way with a bee's nest, black stone brick wall, orange concrete, and finally 1 more column of 3 iron bars. So there should be 4 sets of iron bars on that side. This side is a little different because it's asymmetrical. So come on down in the back corner, turn this way, and we got to get 2 beehives coming forward. Above those, we're going to make a 2x2 of orange shulker boxes facing outward so we see the top pattern facing the outside. Then we got to come down here and crouch, and we got to get a trap door on this shulker box here. Then we'll close it, and that's our handbrakes. Accidentally fell off there. Now we'll come back up in front of this, and much like the other side, a column of 3 iron bars. Then we'll turn around, put one beehive there, black stone brick wall, orange concrete above it. Then 3 more iron bars, same thing, turn this way, place a beehive, black stone brick wall, orange concrete above it. Then 3 more iron bars. And now the crazy vent section's done with all the details. And we can work on something a little easier. We'll fill in this middle, so turn this way so you don't see the entrances, and fill in a row on bottom on both sides with BNS, coming all the way back to this. Then above the BNS, we're going to switch back to orange concrete, and we're going to make a column of 2, coming all the way down from this back section to the front section on either side of the locomotive here. And just bring this orange concrete right up to the front. Then above that, we need another row of BNS. So turn this way again, and a row of BNS coming down each side, all the way to the back here. Then we'll have to turn this way and come underneath to get that last block underneath there. Same thing on this side. Now we'll do the exhaust section. So on top here, make a 3x3 of polished black stone block. Then you could use a smoker for an exhaust like that, but I think that sticks up too high, so I'm just going to use a daylight sensor to represent the exhaust. Then we can fill in this middle with polished black stone block. Now turn towards the front with polished black stone stairs. And we're going to put 3 stairs coming like this. Then we're going to start on the back here and 3 stairs facing that way. Then we'll skip 1 block from the front and we'll open back-to-back dark oak fence gates for the horn. And then we'll surround everything else in this top section with polished black stone slabs. Come on top of the cab with an acacia trapdoor. And on the back of the roof of the cab, put a line of 3 coming across, skip a block, and another line of 3. Those are your PTC antennas. Fill the gaps with orange carpet. Then on this dynamic brake section, we're going to fill it all in with black carpet. Bring it all the way back to that section. We'll have to come down here and crouch to place them on these blast furnaces. Then we're going to come around on the nose on this front porch with black carpet. And we'll make a T-shaped pattern of black carpet here. Swing around on the side and put a row of black carpet up on top of this box. Then down here, run black carpet all the way to the back of the locomotive here. Start wrapping it around the end of the locomotive and have a T-shaped pattern on that back porch. Then come up the walkway on this side with your black carpet and just keep bringing it forward here. We'll put it up on these beehives to cover the beehive pattern, and then up on that stair. Come on the front with a door here, put a door in that gap. Then a door behind the cab here. Now we're going to work on all our railings, and we're going to start with a birch fence. So on this front side, start on bottom with birch fence, come up 3, then over 1, then up 1. Same thing on the other side. Start at the bottom, come up by 3, over 1, up 1. Switch to an oak fence and put those next to it, and then 2 oak fence above on either side. Then on the other side of these front stairs, we start on bottom with birch. We got to come up by 3, so we'll have to delete that first sign. Same thing on this side. Come up by 3, so you'll delete that first sign. Now we'll come down and do the railing pattern on the back, which is pretty much the same pattern as the front. So come down on bottom of the side with birch, come up by 3, over 1, up 1. Same thing here. Start on bottom, up 3, over 1, up 1. Then switch to oak fence next to it, and 2 oak fence above them on either side. Then back to birch. Same thing, we have to come up here, so delete that first sign, but on the back we come up by 4. So delete this sign as well and come up by 4. Now we do the side railings, and for that we switch to dark oak fence. And we're going to connect the dark oak fence up right here and start bringing it forward to the front of the locomotive. We stop in front of this box, and then we have to come up by 1, 2, and 3. And then we bring that forward to connect up with the back of the cab. Then the fence is kind of angled here, so we're going to come down in this corner and put one more right there. Now we'll swing around the locomotive here and work on the railing on this side. So come back down to the back, still with your dark oak fence, connect it up and start bringing that forward. And bring it all the way up towards the front here. Then when we get in front of this first stair, we come up by one and start bringing that over. Then when we get to this orange stair, we come up another one and over two to connect. Then we're going to swing around on the nose with an item frame, put an item frame over the glowstone with another glowstone in it for the headlight. Then 2 item frames down on these fences with glowstone for the ditch lights. On the top sides above the windows, we're going to take out a dark oak sign to be the number plate. So get your sign placed up there, and the number for this one is 4299. Then another one above the window on the other side with 4299. Now we'll come down and work on the rear end of the locomotive here. So we're going to come here, switch back to an item frame. And we're going to put 2 item frames like that on the top with glowstone for rear headlights. And then 2 item frames down on these fences with glowstone for ditch lights. Then we'll switch back to our sign for our locomotive number back here. And on this one, it goes on the side on the top layer of orange. So get your sign with 4299. And then same thing on the other side, another sign with the number plate. Now we need to make some letter banners, so get out a loom and come into it. Orange banner and black dye. We're going to put a vertical on the left, a vertical on the right. Then we're going to put a horizontal on the top, a horizontal on the bottom, and a horizontal across the middle. New banner. Vertical on the left, vertical on the right, and a diagonal. New banner. Horizontal on top, horizontal on bottom, and a diagonal. New banner. Vertical on the left, horizontal on top, horizontal in the middle. Then we're going to switch to orange dye, and we're going to put an orange border around all of these letter banners. Then we can come up on the side of the locomotive and place our letters up there. So we'll come on this side, and we're going to start spelling BNSF right there under the first row of slabs that's on that roof. So same thing over here. We'll spell out BNSF, and it starts right behind where that horn is. So now we have BNSF on both sides. Now come up on the nose and knock out this center orange concrete and replace it with polished blackstone to represent the lettering on the nose. Now we're going to work on the interior, so come on in through this nose door with an end portal and put it in that corner to be the locomotive's toilet. Then take out a smooth sandstone slab and stack it all the way up to the bottom of the window. Same thing on this side, up to the bottom of the window. Turn to the side and stack your slabs up till they're the level as the door. Same thing in front of the door there, and turn around and same thing on this side. Stack it all up to that same level. Then we'll use our slabs here to make a staircase going down. Now we'll come down these stairs here into the bottom, turn around and place a door right there. Come back into the cab, and in the back we're going to place a blast furnace with a glowstone on top to light up the cab. Then we'll turn towards the front here. We'll put an item frame in the middle with an end crystal to be a computer screen, a lever on the right for the engineer, and a slab on the left for the conductor desk. Turn around and we'll go ahead and place stairs on either side to be the seats here. Now our interior is completed. And there we have it, folks. We've completed this BNSF ES44C4 Tier 3 GEVO. I hope you had as much fun building it as I did. I feel like we really packed a lot of detail into this one. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And everyone have a great week. Stay safe out there.